Hi, I'm Bill Woodard, and welcome to the July version of the Smith County Chamber Corner. Well, we'd like to welcome you to our show, and we've got several good interviews coming up. Now, we're at the fair, but we're not necessarily talking about the fair. And we've got a real good interview with one of our chamber members. He's got a brush clearing machine here that's really interesting, and we got a few pictures of that, and we're going to talk to Rick Garrels about that. And we've got several other folks that are going to be on the show. So, folks, stay tuned. We hope you enjoy this segment of the Smith County Chamber Corner. We are here at the Smith County Fair, and we just happened to run into Rick Garrels. Rick, tell them who you are and who you with.
Rick Garrels. I've got TriStar Land Improvement, and not to be confused with TriStar Landscaping and
which are
Lawn.
Good folks.
Yes,
yep.
Which are quality landscape people on Highway 25. I do a forestry mulching business, and this is my mulcher. Primarily do mulching.
Yeah, not to be confused with that two hyphenated word, bush hogging.
Right,
You
exactly.
don't do that.
Not so much.
Yeah, you will give them a name, or you can
You
send
bet, you bet.
But forestry mulching, now explain exactly what that is. I presume with this machine you could do trees this big around, you know. How do you handle that? How does this work?
This machine is designed to handle efficiently trees that are about 6 inches around or less, and it'll mulch them up really well. I can cut down bigger trees and lay them down and mulch on them, but the trees that are most efficient with this machine are brush and trees up to about 6 inches in diameter.
Okay, well, now I'm going to ask you a question we didn't prepare for, so
okay.
you can shoot me later. Can you selectively mulch? Like, say, for instance, you go into somebody's field and they've got trees that, you know, there are a bunch of scrub trees in there, but they've got some that they want to keep, like a oak or a walnut or something like that. Can you selectively mulch around those?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I tell customers too, if they have any trees that they want to save, to mark them especially. And I do a lot of that actually, where I clean out around the bigger trees and make it similar to a park setting. This mulcher in particular is really good as far as leaving a finished product. You know, it's almost like mowing it, really.
I noticed it's an enclosed cab, so it's pretty comfortable in there too.
Yes, sir.
So they don't have to worry about you getting fatigued.
Well, that's basically a bulletproof door on that. It's a polycarbonate, impact-resistant door. Any of these mulchers, you need to have that door on there because you have throwback from the machine. But without AC, I wouldn't be in the business.
Yeah. Well,
sure.
Rick, for you folks that don't know, he's originally from Alaska, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
So you're kind of used to a little cooler climate than it is right now.
Right.
We've got a nice balmy, 85 to 90 degree day here.
It feels
today.
like 90, 95, yeah.
Yeah, it's a warm day, but Tennessee, these are pretty common in the summer.
Yeah.
Okay, well now, is there a range where you want to cover? Because this show that we're doing, it goes all the way up into Woodbury,
right.
and people, some places up in there watch this show. So
Very
how
good.
far will you range out?
I'll cover all the counties that are connecting Smith County and further.
Okay.
You know, it depends on the needs of the customer. But I've gone as far as Monterey, and as far as the border in Kentucky. I've gone as far as Springfield on the other side of Nashville, you know, for customers. So I'm not limited to right this area, but so I spread out a little bit.
Okay, well that's good to know. Now I know you have other machines, but this is your primary work machine right here.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the machine I use the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so if they call you, this is what we're seeing here on this video is what they would see
Yes, sir.
at their
Yep.
place then.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Is there anything? Well, yeah. How do they contact you?
by phone, or we're on Facebook. So another good thing to do is, if you have a Facebook account, is to go to TriStar Land, and you can check us out on Facebook. I typically post our jobs before and after pictures. You can go through some of our posts and see some of the jobs we've done and the result, you know, what it looks like when we're finished. So you can message me on Facebook. You can call 615-489-6431. That's my cell number. And I'd be happy to come out and take a look at what you've got. Free estimates. It's always important to go out and take a look at a project before we start tackling something.
I'm sure the terrain makes a difference. I mean, if it's like this, it's going to be a little different than if it's like this.
Sure. Yeah, I can do some steep stuff. It needs to be dry when I do it. Mm-hmm. You know, when it's wet, I don't typically do steep stuff. But you know, I've done it all so far. We've been in business about 3 years, and I've done just about every kind of terrain you can imagine in that 3 years so far. And we're booking right now for mid to late July on. So.
And this is a year-round thing. I mean, since this machine's like, if it's not, like you said, real wet,
yeah,
you could, or muddy, you could work about any time.
That's correct. That's correct.
And if you're mulching, I presume that that's actually good for the forest floor, especially if you're selective mulching, because it lets the smaller flora and fauna exist, but yet your tree that you're trying to save, it's still shading some of it.
Right, and it'll naturally decompose. Mulching has become, just in the last 5 years, a really popular method for thinning, you know, and for reclaiming. I do a lot of reclaiming of farmland, fields, you know, that have been dormant for several years. That's actually one of my favorite projects is reclaiming farms and cleaning them up, stuff like that.
I wonder, how does this work on the ever-present, ubiquitous cedar tree here in Middle Tennessee?
Cedar trees are no match for this machine.
No match for this machine, limbs and all.
That's right.
Well, that's
right.
Good to know, because I know cedars here, they'll grow on a flat rock, really.
Yeah, right. Well, and bodock is the other one that
there's a lot of those.
That can be a challenge, but this machine really does well with about any tree you put up against it.
So even the bodocks it can handle.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, I had a customer last year that had a whole field of all bodock, and I thought, oh boy, this is going to be something else, and it really turned out well, and it didn't take as long as I thought it would.
Of course, in his corner, he'd need to spray them or they're coming right back.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
Yeah, because those bodocks are very hardy, to say the least.
Yeah.
Well, Rick, I appreciate you letting us look at your machine and talk to you.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate that.
Oh, and I wanted to mention something else. Rick is also a member of Keep Smith County Beautiful, and we've hung a sign out here on the highway, and we do pick up and clean up around, and so appreciate you being involved in the community. He's also on the chamber board, and we appreciate him doing that, and just being a part of the community since you've come here. You've been here several years.
Yeah, we've been here about 22 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've been here long enough. I think you're a native.
Yeah, we're more Tennessean now than we are Alaskans. So,
yeah, I was going to say, because when I first met you, I didn't know about the Alaska, until you told me.
Yeah.
But we're really glad you're here, and it's TriStar Land Improvement, folks.
Yep.
If you want to get your farm cleaned up, this is the man to call. Rick, thanks again.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, at the fair, of course, and we have some wonderful people that participate with us in the fair. And Tony, would you introduce yourself, tell them who you're with?
Hi, I'm Tony Marie Hedge. I'm the HR manager at Dana in Gordonsville, and we are really excited to be here at the fair with you.
Okay, and you guys are helping us run the information booth, which is a real help to us here in the community, but you guys are involved in so many things in the community. I know you help us with leadership, and there's a lot of other things that I probably don't even know about that you guys are involved in.
Yes, so our facility has been in Gordonsville since 1983, so we are very, very much committed to the success of the county. We do a lot of different charity events. We do a lot of sponsorship. We've done things with the animal center. We have done golf tournaments. We've donated. We're getting ready to do a backpack for the local schools this summer. Just anything we can do to give back to the county, because the county is where we are, it's where we live, and it's where our employees are.
Well, and to reiterate, these guys are really big in our community as far as helping out. Now, a lot of people out there, this show actually goes up into Woodbury toward that area.
Okay.
And so a lot of folks out there, they may not know exactly what Dana does. So would you tell them what Dana does?
Okay. Like I said, we've been in the community since 1983. We are a drive shaft manufacturer. Our main customers are Nissan and Toyota. We have a 140,000 square foot facility here. We are currently running a 2-shift operation. We make products for Nissan and Toyota at our facility, but Dana as a whole is a global organization, and we make just about everything for just about every car manufacturer that you can think of. So here in Gordonsville, we have we have 205 employees currently, and the average tenure is about 13 years or more. And I actually still have the second person that we ever hired working with us still.
That's pretty amazing.
Absolutely. Most of our employees live within the community, live within 10 miles of the facility, and have really been with us for a long time, raised their families with us and everything, so we love it. We love the connection that we have here.
Well, I know a lot of the folks that work over there, and there's some great folks, that's
Yes,
for sure.
absolutely.
And here's the beautiful part. If you're looking for a job, you're hiring, aren't you?
Yes, we are. We are currently looking for direct hire full-time employees. We have excellent benefits. Our starting pay is $15 an hour. We do top out at $16.71 within 2 years. We have phenomenal competitive benefits. It's probably the best in the area. We have tuition reimbursement. We do reimbursement for safety shoes, safety glasses. We have a lot of different perks, discounts on a lot of different things. Like I said, Dana is a global organization, so there's 36,000 employees in the entire group, and we try to make sure that we are the preferred employer.
Okay, now you're HR manager, so you're not going to know the answer to this question.
I hope
but you're
so.
not going to want to answer it.
Okay.
Who's the smartest employee you have?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, Tony, thank you very much. Anytime I've ever asked you guys or to be involved in something, you've been right there, and I just want to, in front of a lot of people, say thank you very much.
Not a problem. And if I could just say one more thing.
Sure, certainly.
If you are looking for employment, you can come down to the facility directly, or you can go on www.dana.com/careers and just search for the Gordonsville plant and submit your application, and we'd be more than happy to speak with you.
Okay, and that's probably the best way for them to get in touch with you guys, to go
absolutely.
to the website.
Absolutely. Or to just give us a call at the facility.
Okay, and the chamber number is 615-735-2093. Call us. We'll get you in touch with these guys. We'll do whatever we have to do to help out.
Thank
Tony,
you.
thank you a lot. And again, appreciate you coming to the fair. Folks, if you were here, you could have popcorn. They've got chapstick and several other giveaways that they're giving away. So the fair is a good place to be right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Tony, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, as you can tell by the noise, we're still here at the fair, obviously, and we're at the information booth, and these three ladies are with the Smith County Heritage Museum, and I'm going to ask them if they would to introduce themselves, starting with Ms. Fonda.
I'm a board member. My name is Fonda Dixon.
And I'm Kathy Wilkerson.
And I'm Sheena Rittenberry, and I am the museum manager right now.
Okay,
Oh, I'm the treasurer.
there you go.
That's right.
Well, the reason we're here is we want people to know kind of what the museum is doing, where it's located, and everything that's going on with the museum. So let's start out with, where is it located?
Okay, it's located in the old Stevens Shirt Factory building on 3rd Avenue, kind of behind the Walton Hotel. If you're familiar with the town of Carthage, the parking is behind there. Plenty of parking to come to the museum, which is open Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. So please come visit us.
Okay.
We've been there.
If they come in there on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, who are they going to see?
They are going to see Sheena.
Sheena.
They're going to see me.
She will be at the desk, and she will give them tours.
Yes, we will. We're glad to have any visitors, out-of-town visitors. We get a lot of people that come in from camp. They're on the campgrounds. They camp at Defeated, Granville. We get a lot of that kind of traffic in there, out-of-town people. So I enjoy meeting new people and finding out where they're from. So
Okay, well go by and see Sheena. She's there Thursday, Friday. Now,
From 10 to 2.
from 10 to 2. Okay. Now, explain a little bit of what we have for sale back here. Here, you just step this way.
We
and
have these caps for
now
sale.
hold that a little closer where they can hear
We
you.
have these caps for sale. They're 25. We have these, I would call them toboggans.
Yeah.
They call them beanies. We have ornaments made of historical sites in Smith County, and T-shirts, and
we're selling fair T-shirts too.
we're selling fair T-shirts for $10, and we have been selling history books of Smith County. And we have,
Yeah, and we've got a flash drive. Oh, I don't need
got
that.
one.
Yeah, I've got one. But we've got a flash drive, right? And then we've got a reprint of the history book. The history book, they can order now, and it's, how much is that?
$100.
$100, and these are $50 for the flash drives, and they're a searchable PDF file. So if you got family in Smith County, this is a really good thing for you. Okay, now tell them something else you want them to hear.
Well, in 2001, with a joint agreement with the Historical Society, it was decided that Smith County needed a history museum. So in 2002, we started with 15 board members, and we still have 15 board members, although they rotate off and on. But we have over 2,000 artifacts, so please come see. We have all eras represented from Smith County here.
Okay, and there's a lot of interesting stuff going back through history. Of course, the county was
Absolutely.
formed in 1799, I believe is right. And so there's a lot of history that between now and then.
Yes, there is, and we tap into all of it. Lovely farming displays, as well as all the wars and things that have gone on here.
Okay, well, is there anything we've missed?
we have field trips from the schools if they want to come, or from another county if you wanted to come.
Okay.
And we can arrange a place for you to have lunch if you bring a bag lunch.
All right, tell them what the phone number is, how they can contact you.
The phone number is 615-735-1104. Our email is heritagemuseum@dtccom.net. If you want to get in touch with us that way, we'll be glad to hear your ideas or talk about whatever you want to. So look forward to seeing you.
And we're on Facebook.
Okay.
So come see us on Facebook.
Smith County Heritage Museum at dtccom.net. I like that part. The DTC folks are the ones that help us get this show on, so we really appreciate them.
Appreciate them.
Yeah, very much. All right, well,
thank
ladies,
you.
thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And thank you for covering the booth at the fair.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're always glad to have a representative from the Drug Coalition to come, Smith County Drug Prevention Coalition.
That's right.
Because the other way it sounds kind of ominous. But these guys are the Smith County Drug Prevention Coalition, and you guys have an office there on Water Street.
That's right, it's our new
115.
office, yes.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself and give your contact information.
Okay, my name is Mary Leslie Wakefield. I'm with the Smith County Drug Prevention Coalition. I'm the prevention coordinator, and you can reach me on my cell, 615-489-3804.
Okay, and what do you want to announce with us today? That's
Well,
going on?
we are so excited, Bill, because this is a first-time event for Smith County. We're calling it Hope Fest. It is a community-wide event, so anybody in the whole community can come, and we're inviting you to come out and enjoy the night. And it is July 24th. That's a Saturday, from 5 to 7 at Crump Parish Park. And one of the awesome things I think about Hope Fest is we're doing a backpack giveaway. We have about 150 backpacks, and these are really nice backpacks, and they are crammed full of all kind of school supplies. So if you want to get a free backpack with free supplies, look on our Facebook page, and there's a link that you go to, and you can sign up. And yeah, it's right there on that too. And get you a backpack. But we're also going to have food. We're going to have music, face painting. And I know July is really hot, and the Smith County Fire Department's going to be there, and they're going to spray us off with water if we get too hot. So
All right.
even the adults can join in that. So come join us. It's going to be awesome.
All right, that's going to be a lot of fun. Now, there is a rumor going around that you guys are doing movies on the courthouse square.
We just finished our second one, and we had a great attendance. We had great weather.
Well, I'm using this opportunity to encourage you to do some more here as the fall comes. I hope you'll consider doing that. There was also a rumor that you might be considering doing one in Gordonsville.
We actually are. We're trying to get that scheduled with the people over in Gordonsville. So
Okay.
we're hoping that will work out, because it really is so much fun for the community. And again, it's a free event. We don't charge for it. We're just glad to do it.
Well, last time you had free popcorn.
Yeah, we'll have free popcorn.
All
yes.
right,
we'll
that's
do that,
wonderful.
and we'll do that again. No
Well,
problem.
those folks over in Gordonsville, they're fine folks, and they've got some places over there. I'm sure Mayor Potts will work with you on that. And I know here in Carthage, you're having them on the courthouse lawn.
Yes.
And it's working out real well. So we hope you guys will come back to the courthouse lawn and do a couple more maybe this year.
Okay. Yes, we'll try.
I'm really pressing, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Okay, of course, Suzanne and her group, they're doing the Narcan training still.
Yes.
So if somebody wanted to get that, they could do it. And so we could have that. And then also, you got Cody that's going around, and he's in the other counties. Is there anything else going on? I know Miss Tammy London is your new executive director. Is that her title? Or?
Yes, actually, this is the 10th year that the coalition has been going on in Smith counties, which is huge. And Miss Barbara Knappel and I know, Bill, you were on the board too. So many people were a part of that and keeping it going strong. But we're going to have our celebration meeting. So if you want to come and honor Miss Barbara, or just see what the coalition's about, it's the third Thursdays, 12 noon at the Chamber of Commerce. We will have a light lunch, but we always try to do some kind of educational piece too. We have events, activities, if you want to volunteer for that. So, you know, we're just all about trying to make Smith County the best place to raise kids, the best place to live. So if you'd like to be a part of that, come join us. We'd love for you to be with us.
Okay, and a free lunch. Let them know you're coming so they'll have enough, right?
That's right. That's
All right.
Yes.
All right.
And we have a Eventbrite that they can look on our Facebook page and get that.
Okay. All right. And is there a phone number?
615-489-3894.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. And we'll look forward to all these movies and events that you guys are putting on.
Thank you, Bill.
All right.
Hey everyone, Katie Martin here, the Smith County 4-H agent, and as you can see, we're at the Smith County Fair, where we've been enjoying a whole week's worth of activities, including the youth exhibit rooms, multiple different kinds of livestock shows, and much, much more. I'm here with our intern, Miss Grace Harville, who's helped us out not only at the fair, but with a lot of 4-H events this summer. We do have several things still coming up. It's an action-packed summer for us. A couple of the things happening in July are several different day camps. We do have our Chef for a Day camp, our Maker for a Day camp, and our Farmer for a Day camp coming up. And we're so excited to offer that opportunity to our Smith County youth. Another thing we're really excited about is that we have a 4-H'er competing at Roundup. That's a state 4-H event where she's competing in the poultry portfolio project. And our intern, Miss Grace, has actually competed herself at Roundup. So I'm going to let her tell us just a little bit about what that process is like. Grace?
Yes, so at first you submit a portfolio, and that consists of all of your project work that you've done, whether it be in poultry, or I submitted mine in communications, public speaking, and food science. And if you're selected as a state finalist, you'll move on to do an interview at State 4-H Roundup, where they will choose a winner for the state. And it's a great opportunity to broaden your horizons and make those connections with people in the industry of agriculture.
And Grace, you were a winner, weren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was. I was a state winner in communications, public speaking, and food science.
So we're hoping the same for our contestant, Miss Abby Malone. Wish her good luck as she participates in the poultry project. It will not be long before our 4-Hers are headed back to school, and we will be headed back into 4-H clubs. Keep in mind all the amazing opportunities that we will have for our 4th all the way through 12th graders, whether that's speeches, posters, photography, our mini judging teams, or other activities and events. Make sure to keep plugged in with us by visiting our website, smith.tennessee.edu, or keeping up with our Facebook page, UT Extension-Smith County. If you have any questions or want to get more involved, you can always give us a call at the Extension office at 615-735-2900 or email me at kclark54@utk.edu. Thanks so much.
At the fair, and this is going to be difficult, Chris. Don't talk about the fair.
Okay, we won't talk about the fair.
Unless you want to talk about
We're
next
at a good
year.
time. Yeah. Well, come back next year to the Smith County Fair.
Hey, it's a really good fair, and I said we were going to talk about it, so
Sure.
we won't.
Sure.
But there is one subject that this time of year is really on people's mind. You better tell them. Not everybody knows who you are. I know
Okay.
around here we do, but
Chris
tell them.
Hicks, UT Extension.
All right, Chris is farm safety.
Sure.
Talk about that.
Really important. Every year, and we could look up statistics and throw them out, but we hear about accidents on the farm, whether it's four-wheeler wrecks where kids get hurt or even adults get hurt, tractor rollovers, accidents involving PTOs. Farm equipment is dangerous. Farm animals can be dangerous. Just farming is inherently dangerous, and so we want to make sure that our farmers, or even those who are just kind of part-time farmers, maybe just visiting a farm, that they always keep in mind the importance of farm safety and keep that at the forefront, because it's one of those things that if you neglect it, if you slack off on it, it can have very serious consequences.
Oh yeah, and right now in July, August, September, you're kind of in a time when people are really busy on the farm.
Sure, and so we're getting close to harvest season for a lot of our row crops. Of course, cattle production always going on, and on the row crop side, we're doing something really unique at Catisa Farms. I know they're a chamber member.
Right.
At George McDonald's. We're going to have a grain bin safety training specifically for our row crop farmers and our emergency medical personnel. So we've got Sonny Carter involved, and the rescue squad and fire departments, and those folks. A lot of those folks are going to come and get trained on how to rescue somebody if they do get caught in a grain bin, if they get trapped, because every year we have several accidents nationwide, and unfortunately some people lose their lives because they get trapped in a grain bin. So the first thing is not go in the grain bin with yourself without the appropriate equipment. Mm-hmm. But if we do have one of those accidents, we want people in the county who are prepared and who are trained on how to rescue them. And so we're actually going to fundraise and hopefully get some partners like Farm Bureau and other folks who are going to kick in and buy some rescue equipment for our rescue personnel to have in Smith County at the various fire stations, so that if we do have some kind of accident, we're at least prepared. We've at least got the equipment. We've at least got farmers and emergency medical people who are trained on how to use the equipment. So hopefully an entrapment doesn't become a rescue where you're trying to just get a body out, where you can get hopefully a successful and get a good story out of it, where it's not a tragedy.
Yeah, well, and Sonny and the EMA folks over there, I'm sure they'll be happy to have that.
Yeah, they are. They're excited because those guys, they need so many hours of training every year, and this is something that's kind of outside a lot of the trainings they normally do, and it's going to be a neat hands-on experience. We're going to do it in August, and so it's going to be hot, but we'll actually have somebody, I don't know, it might be me, maybe I could get you to volunteer to actually kind of get trapped in, and we'll make sure it's safe, but we're actually going to put them in a load of corn and show how to get them out. So we're going to do it safely.
But they got a scuba suit on, because that stuff can smother you.
Yeah, it can. It can. So.
And I used to call on customers out west in the mining, and I'd pass by a lot of grain bins, and I learned in talking with people out there, the dust is explosive.
Sure, absolutely.
And very dangerous.
Absolutely.
You could actually have a spark from something and it literally have a big explosion with a grain bin.
Yeah, and that's one of the things you got to be careful. You might say, well, we'll just cut them out. We'll just cut the grain bin. Well, no, that doesn't necessarily alleviate the problem because you can get some kind of combustion going on. And I think once somebody gets trapped, their initial reaction is to try to dig themselves out and panic. Like any of us probably would, and that just makes it worse. And if you go to tugging on somebody, there's a lot of pressure pulling them, and if you try to pull them out, you can actually rip somebody in half. So there is a very specific way and specific equipment to get somebody out. Again, we don't want to ever have to use this equipment. We want people to stay out of grain bins, but we do have a lot of grain bins in the county, and sometimes it's necessary to go in those and do maintenance and make repairs and things. And so if we do have some kind of accident, we want to be prepared.
Yeah.
It's something we hope we never have to use, but at least our folks would be trained if we ever had to.
Well, now, we've got to specifically with the farmers.
Sure.
What about the guy out there that's just mowing his yard? He's got maybe 5 or 10 acres. He might have a couple of sheep or a goat or something like that. You're available for them too, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We've got specialists on call who can answer questions. If I don't know the answer, we've got specialists in all the things that you just mentioned, whether it's turf grass, whether it's livestock, whether it's farm machinery. We've got people that are really knowledgeable in any of those things. And a lot of publications. Of course, we do soil testing. We come out on site free of charge and give advice and recommendations on everything from fertility to weed control to pest management. So we're here for the people, we're here for the taxpayers, and whether you're a big time farmer or whether you've just got a couple blueberry plants, we're here to help you.
Okay, well, Chris, thank you a lot.
All right, thank you,
anything
Bill.
we missed?
No.
How do they get in touch with you?
125 Gornsville Highway is our office, or you can call us at 735-2900. I'd also recommend following us on Facebook, UT Extension Smith County. We post a lot on Facebook about upcoming events, upcoming educational classes, our Lunch and Learn program we do through the Chamber of Commerce. We post about that. So those upcoming classes and events, follow our Facebook page and get more information about that.
Okay, and we didn't talk about the fair, did we?
We didn't, but it'll come back in 2022. It'll be great. I would mention too, our new Cultivating Communities show right here on DTC is going to air monthly. We're going to visit various counties around the Upper Cumberland and highlight agriculture and the different counties in the Upper Cumberland, including Smith County, but also other counties, and tour different farms, and hopefully that'll be something that folks can check out on DTC.
Well, there's a lot of things to see around here just in Smith County.
Sure.
I can imagine if you start hitting surrounding counties, you're going to see a lot of interesting stuff.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. I remember the first time you and I worked together, you did the hay demonstration.
Yeah.
And that actually was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, Bill.
All right. Okay, we're still here at the fair, obviously, but we're not talking about the fair. We're talking about Rackley Roofing right now. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey there, I am Vanessa Williams, Employee Engagement Manager at Rackley Roofing right here in Carthage, Tennessee.
Okay, now Rackley Roofing, some people out there is not going to know what you guys do. You're a commercial roofer, is that right?
That's true, we are a commercial roofer. We also do some residential roofing, so basically if it's on the roof, we can usually take care of that.
Okay. Now, I know you guys are chamber members, obviously.
We are very proud chamber members.
And we appreciate you being that. And you also are very involved in the community. Like, for instance, I know you're a very large sponsor of Walton Days.
Yes, we are. We had a great time out at Walton Days last year, brought our zip line. We hope to be back again this year.
Okay, and the zip line is very popular.
Yes.
And one year you brought a race simulator?
A race simulator here. We have the race game at the fair, so come on out and see us. We've got that going now till the end of the race.
Okay, and you'll be here next year, right?
We plan to be here. Not going anywhere.
Now we're in front of the race truck. This is this is probably the one that doesn't have an engine in it, right?
Actually, it does have an engine, but it's our backup car. So this is the one that we bring out to show friends what we're doing in the racetrack series with the Camping World.
Okay, and your driver?
Josh Berry.
Josh Berry, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and sometimes we get lucky enough he comes and he's with the truck every once in a while.
Yes, I think he is taking a little break this week. This was the only weekend without a race, so they were taking a little break between races. So hopefully we'll get to have him out next time or in a future event.
Okay, Okay, and if they really want to get the zip line, they can come down to a Titans game, can't they?
Yes, always in the Titans fan zone down there. We are sponsors, the roofer to the Tennessee Titans, and always look for us down there at the Titans games.
Okay, if somebody had someone that needed a commercial roof, or if they needed some residential roofing, where would they call?
You can always call us at 615-735-1197 and find out how we at Rackley Roofing can make you smile with your roofing needs.
Okay. Vanessa, thank you.
Thank you. And we're always hiring at Rackley Roofing, so if you're looking for a job, either out on the roof, out in the field, or if you want to do something in the office or in the sales side, give us a call also, 735-1197. Thank you.
And I can tell you for a fact, people brag about working there.
Yes, love working at Rackley.
We're proud to have Near Star Mining as a member of the Chamber of Commerce. And go ahead and introduce yourself, Martin.
Hi, my name is Martin Ryu. I'm the HR manager for Near Star Tennessee Mines here in Gordonsville.
Okay, and Near Star, you've got two facilities here, right? Cumberland and Gordonsville?
We got Cumberland and Gordonsville, but we finally just break through underground. So we consider it one mine with the north area and the south mining area. So that's really now one mine.
One mine, because
here.
you've broken through the drifts are all together. And folks out there may not understand it, but it makes it a lot easier to swap equipment back and forth, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a game changer for us.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, now, for those people that don't know what Near Star is, could you tell them kind of what you guys do?
So what we do is primarily what we produce out of the Gordonsville mine is zinc. For people that doesn't know what zinc is used for, mainly is 70% of the zinc that we're producing is used for galvanized steel. So that's mainly what we're doing. But you can think of zinc like for baby product, Zincofax, any healthcare product. You look behind and you're going to see that there's a lot of zinc powder included and a lot of beauty products. And we're also fortunate that here in Middle Tennessee, so we're producing germanium and gallium. So we're fortunate enough that we have one, I believe there's 5 deposits in the U.S. with germanium and gallium, and there is some right here under.
Okay. And those are strategic materials, I believe.
Yeah, they were put on I think there was 17 different critical minerals that were put on the list by President Trump before he left the office, and germanium was one of them.
Okay, so that means we've got something very valuable here.
We got a bright future, absolutely.
Well, you have several employees over there. I don't know if you give out the number or not. But,
yeah, here in Middle Tennessee, we have roughly 350 employees. We have over 500 employees into Strawberry Plains, and we have a smelter with around 300 employees in Clarksville. So all over Tennessee, we have roughly 1,100 employees.
Okay, well, with that many employees and that big an operation, you're probably hiring all the time, right?
We are hiring, absolutely. So we're always looking for good people with the right attitude and behavior. We're looking for miner, for mechanics, for mill operator, so for good leaders. So absolutely, we're looking for hiring.
Okay, well, I know Near Star has been a big part of the community here for a long time. You guys are great sponsors on community events, and as a matter of fact, you're a Rotarian here locally.
I'm a proud Rotarian as well, so happy to be part of that team, and glad that Near Star is able to have a positive impact in the community.
Okay, well, if somebody wanted to consider, coming to work for you guys, how would they get in touch with the proper person?
I would say that the best way is to go online at nearstar.com, and we have all of our vacancy there. You go on the career page on nearstar.com, or otherwise we're right here in Gordonsville, 120 zinc mine in Gordonsville. So we're always open to good people.
Okay, so just come up to the guard shack and say, hey, I'm looking for a job, and they'll send you down.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, well, Martin, thank you very much. We're proud to have you guys in the community.
Thank you.
I just was walking around here and I ran into a fella. He's a chamber member, been a member of the community for many years, and we're really proud to know him. And tell him who you are.
Digger Poindexter.
Well, you got to hold it up higher than that.
Digger Poindexter.
All right, Digger, he's one of our real estate agents around here, and he's also involved in other things, Rotarian, and run the blood drive. We got a blood drive that's going on here just in the next few weeks, I believe. You probably know the date.
I've got a card over there.
Blood drive, July the 12th.
Yeah.
12 to 6.
Yeah.
And been an instrumental part of that. And just wanted to recognize a chamber member. And of course, you're here at the fair. We're not talking about the fair because this will air in July, but
yeah.
You got anything coming up in July that's interesting? I'm sure you got an auction or two.
Oh, you talking about auction?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got in flyers over here. I got the 255 acres selling in 19 tracts over on the Smith-Jackson County line on Campbell Highway. And it's Miss Sadie Butler's mom and dad's estate, and it'll be antiques and personal property. But being you let me have this, of course, you know what we do here, we sell water, tea, and sodas, and all 100% of the money goes to needy kids for Christmas, for shopping for clothes.
Okay.
And that's what we do here every year. And we just have ice and everything back up. Homemade tea.
Yeah.
Homemade tea. A lot of people come buy our tea. And then we got some more sales coming up. We got 2 houses in town and 2 lots of personal property coming up. And we got a farm on Close Springs coming up. And then I'm looking at some more, more sales too.
Okay. Well, how do they get in touch with you?
Because we're at 505 Main Street, North Carthage at 735-2244. Or welcome, call me on my cell phone at 615-418-0004.
All right. Well, Digger, thank you a lot. Appreciate you talking with us.
Thank you, Billy.
We're here at the fair, and we're recognizing chamber members and folks that support the community. And by the way, if you're a chamber member and you want to be on the show, all you got to do is give me a call, because we'd love to have you. Right now, we're honoring and interviewing Wilson Bank and Trust. Andy, tell them who you are.
My name's Andy West. I'm with Wilson Bank and Trust. Been working there for about 15 years, and I'm the manager at the Carthage office.
Okay. Well, now, Andy, how many branches does Wilson Bank have?
We have 28 locations spread across 9 counties.
Okay. So you guys are, you're a regional bank, but you're still pretty good size. And I wouldn't know how many employees that would be. That's a bunch, right?
We have about a little over 500 employees.
Okay, so that's a pretty big employer for the area then.
It is.
Okay, well now, you guys obviously a full service bank.
Right.
So what can they do when they come to your bank?
Pretty much anything financially that you would want to do. Anywhere from deposit accounts, from checking and savings accounts to loans. We also partner with Raymond James on the investment side, so about anything that you might need.
Okay, so you guys got a full spectrum of what a person can come in and do.
Absolutely.
And I know the branches, you got some mighty friendly folks too.
We do. We like to focus on being a hometown bank, and that's very important to us.
Yeah, well, and I think that's the image that you have here in Smith County. Is there anything we missed?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, Andy, thank you a lot, and give them a contact number or address, whatever you want to give them to.
Why, sure. So our number at the Carthage office is 615-735-3990, and you can reach us online at www.wilsonbank.com.
Okay, and you don't have to be in Smith County to do business with you, do you?
That's exactly right.
You just come by and see Andy. All right, Andy, thank you a lot.
Thank you very much.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our show today, and we, of course, did it at the Smith County Fairgrounds, and we hope that next year, by the time you see this, the fair will be over, and all the tents have folded, and the good food vendors have left, but man, we had a good time here, and this is always a good fair. And if you want to have a good time, enjoy yourself, and not spend a lot of money, then you can come to the Smith County Fair, because there's a lot of things to do, a lot of good free events. So next year, about July the 4th, you look for the Smith County Fair to come in town, and the James gang will be here with all the rides. If you look down the fairway there, you'll see the Ferris wheel, and there's a lot of other things down there. Upcoming events we've got coming on. Summer concert series is going on, and that's where we have some really great bands that show up on the courthouse square, and they do a wonderful job of entertaining people. July the 10th is one of those concerts, and July the 24th. They start at 6 p.m. and they go to 9 p.m. and they're all at the historic Smith County Courthouse lawn. So if you want to have some good entertainment and have a good time, you can come to the Summer Concert Series, and we're going to try to do that every year. So just get it into your mind, about every 2 weeks there's going to be a band playing at the Courthouse Square in Carthage. Also Trivia Tuesday, Poker Wednesday, and Darts Thursday at Ebel's Tavern at 6 p.m. and that goes on every night, every week. So they do a good job down there. Then don't forget this, if you're a volunteer and you want to help out the community, the blood drive is July the 12th from 12 to 6 at the Smith County Chamber of Commerce. So folks, if you get a chance, come by and donate blood. And I'd like to say, as you can hear, the fair is going on and we're having a great time here, but we hope you enjoyed our show and we'll look for you again at the Chamber Corner.